Your very first fight in life is against your own brother. And your parents just watch. They stand right there, and they let it happen. Welcome to life as a Shoebill. But let's back up, because to understand the horror, you need to know where you start. You start as an egg, in a huge nest of trampled reeds, floating in a hot, buggy swamp somewhere in the heart of Africa. And you're not alone in that nest. Your mother laid 2 eggs, maybe 3. But here's the thing, nobody tells you. She never planned to raise all of you. She planned to raise one. You are the backup, the spare. Living insurance in case your older sibling doesn't make it. And the moment they decide they don't need a spare, your own family stops caring whether you live or die. Keep watching, because it gets colder than that. Your older sibling hatches first, bigger, stronger, and it comes out already knowing its job. Get rid of you. It pecks you. It shoves you. It steals every scrap of food and every drop of water. And your parents, they don't step in. They don't break it up. In fact, they lean toward the strong one, the one most likely to survive. Every instinct they have says don't waste effort on the weak chick. So they let the bullying happen right in front of them. There is no rescue coming. No parent stepping between you two. Just the 2 of you. And one bill full of food that only ever goes to the winner. From your very first hours of life, you are locked in a silent war with the one creature that should have been your family. And the referees have already picked a side. And here's the part that really twists the knife. Your mother isn't heartless. In that blazing swamp heat, she'll scoop water into that giant bill and pour it over her chicks to cool them down. She'll gently tend the nest. She is capable of tenderness. She just chooses not to spend it on you. She'll carry water in her mouth to keep a chick alive, and then stand by while the other one gets battered to death beside her. So, if you're the weaker one, this is usually where your story ends. Starved, bullied, and quietly abandoned, while your family watches your stronger sibling win. Nature calls it insurance. You'd call it a betrayal. But let's say you're the strong one. Let's say you won. You survive the nest. You grow, and now you become something the swamp learns to fear. Because look at what you turn into. You are massive, over 4 feet tall, standing like a gray prehistoric ghost in the reeds. And on your face is a monster of a bill, shaped like a giant wooden shoe with razor-sharp edges and a wicked hook on the end. This isn't a cute beak for catching bugs. This is a weapon built for killing things that fight back. And the way you hunt is pure nightmare fuel. You don't chase. You wait. You stand completely, utterly still, for minutes, sometimes hours, frozen like a statue over the water. You barely even blink. It's called the death stare, and prey never sees it coming. Nothing about you moves. Not your feet, not your head, not even your eyes. To a fish drifting up for a breath of air, you're just another shadow in the reeds, part of the scenery, right up until the scenery drops out of the sky and swallows it whole. Then, when a fish surfaces, you explode. You throw your entire body forward, crashing down onto your target, snapping that huge hooked bill shut around it. You don't just grab your prey. You often decapitate it on the spot, clamping down so hard you slice its head clean off. And it's not just fish you eat. You go after lungfish, catfish, eels, snakes, and here's the wild part, baby crocodiles. You will straight up hunt and swallow young crocodiles, the offspring of one of the most feared predators alive. You are the silent gray giant that eats baby crocs for lunch. In your swamp, almost nothing else wants to mess with you. You are so quiet, so still, and so deadly that you have basically no rivals. You don't screech or sing. Your only real sound is a rapid-fire clattering of that giant bill, like a machine gun echoing across the marsh, a hollow rattle that fits a bird that looks like it walked straight out of the age of the dinosaurs. So you'd think you'd be thriving, right? A giant, patient, armored killing machine, king of the marsh. But here's the quiet tragedy underneath it all. There aren't many of you left. You live alone, spread thin across shrinking swamps, and your kind numbers only a few thousand in the entire world. Your wetlands are being drained, burned, and taken over. You breed painfully slowly, raising just one chick at a time, and even that one barely makes it out of the nest alive. A bird that eats crocodiles is quietly vanishing, not because anything can beat you, but because your whole world is disappearing around you. So let's go back to the start. You were born into a nest built for one survivor, forced to fight your own sibling while your parents stood by and watched. If you were the weak one, you were left to die as living insurance. If you were the strong one, you clawed your way out by defeating your own family before you could even walk, only to grow into a lonely gray giant, frozen for hours in a swamp, decapitating your prey and swallowing baby crocodiles, while your entire species slowly slips toward the edge. That's what it means to be born a Shoebill. Your first victory in life is surviving your own family, and your reward is a silent, solitary reign over a swamp that's draining away beneath your feet. Be glad you weren't born as one.